Hey guys! Today I wanted to read you a really cool book that my brother gave me called Space. Into the universe. People have always been curious about the things they could see up in the sky. On a clear night, it is possible to see the moon and hundreds, even thousands of stars. People who study the stars and planets are called astronomers. The universe is made up of galaxies, stars, planets, moons, and other bodies scattered around space. This is what it looks like so far. Skywatcher. This dude. This is Galileo Galilei. He lived in Italy about 350 years ago. He was one of the first people to use a telescope to study the moon and other planets. He proved that the Earth moves around the sun. Up in space. The first rockets were invented in China more than 800 years ago and worked by using gunpowder like fireworks today. Years later, rockets were made that could travel fast enough to take people into space. Over the rainbow. Even if we traveled very fast, it would take millions of years to reach the most distant objects that astronomers would see with their telescopes. Draco the Dragon. If you imagine a group of stars joined together to make a picture, you could see the shape of a dragon. This star group is called Draco. Right here. Star groups. In ancient times, astronomers saw that some bright stars formed groups in the sky, called constellations. They named the constellations after people, gods, and animals. There are about 88 constellations across the whole sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. If you look at the sky at night, you will see the stars, which look like twinkling points of light. Sometimes you can also see 5 of the planets: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. They do not twinkle. They look like small, steady disks of light. Now these are constellations. The groups of stars we see in the sky are called constellations. These groups have Latin names, such as Ursa Major, which means Great Bear. When you first go outside to look for a constellation, you might find it difficult to spot among all the stars in the sky. The Earth is spinning around very slowly, so that over a few hours it may seem as if the stars have moved across the sky. But if you gaze for long enough, you can pick out the patterns made by the brightest stars. Now these are really cool constellations. Skylights. These 2 pictures look like what the night sky would look like if you were standing, looking up in the northern half of the world at one time of the year. This one, and this one. Orion the Hunter. The constellation Orion can be seen from most parts of the world. The 3 stars together form Orion's belt. Below the belt is his sword. And that is this one. Can you see where the 3 stars connect for the belt? Light years. Huge distances are often measured by astronomers in light years. A light year is the distance light can travel in a year. Light takes 8 minutes to reach the Earth from the sun. Light from the next closest stars take more than 4 years. Leaping lion. If you imagine the stars in a group have been joined to make a picture, you will see why this constellation is called Leo the Lion. Look at this. Near or far stars. The stars in a constellation may seem like the same distance away, but they are actually scattered in space. The Plough has some stars that are much further away than others. Liftoff. Rockets were invented in China a long time ago. They looked a bit like arrows and worked by burning gunpowder that burns up very quickly, so the rockets did not have to travel very far. Since then, people have tried many ways of sending rockets up into space. In modern rockets, 2 liquid fuels are used. They mix together and burn. Then, the hot gas shoots out of the tail, pushing the rocket up and far away. See it go. If you blow up a balloon and let it go without tying a knot at the neck, the air will rush out very quickly. When the air goes out one way, it pushes the balloon the other way, just like a rocket. Saturn power. Saturn V is the biggest rocket ever built. It is as tall as a 30-story building. It carried the first American astronauts to the moon. It's this big diagram over here. Imagine how huge that would be. The Fly. In 1931, a German named Johannes Winkler launched his HW-1 rocket. It went 7 feet or 2 meters into the air, turned over and fell back to the ground. A month later, he tried again. This time it climbed to 297 feet or 90 meters and landed 660 feet or 201 meters away. Up, up, and away. How far can you throw a ball? About 50 or 60 feet. It doesn't go on forever because Earth's gravity pulls it back down again. To escape Earth's atmosphere by rocket, you have to travel at 24,000 miles per hour, 20 times faster than the Concorde. Quest for power. As rockets have become more powerful, their shapes have changed. The latest ones carry shuttles into space. Look at these. This is one of the most original rockets, and this is a more recent one. Sky high. The space shuttle leaves the launch pad in a blaze of